Hello everyone, welcome back to Clusterbmilkshake. I am your host, along with support puppet, Mr. Chicken. Show those legs. Shake that ass. Today we are going to talk about the truth behind smears, splitting, and black and white thinking. And I'm going to give you some examples of these things from outside people, things that has happened to myself with my parental units in the past. And maybe some other shit. We'll see how this goes. All right. One thing that happened to one of my callers was he was in a work environment. And in this environment, he had a woman who is in charge of this place. And he was training. And this woman was supposed to guide him in his training, and she was lacking in her duties. Now, this is her normal. She, spends all of her time on the phone, doing social media. She's very self-focused. She don't give a fuck, And he is very entitled and grandiose. And he was demanding, her to do her job. And even went above her to complain to people above her. Now, if you do that to a narcissistic person, that is a threat. It's a threat to us being the lazy motherfuckers that we are, or whatever. We're in control of the environment. Everyone who's under us has done what we want. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm going to do whatever, whatever. And he was challenging her. He's like, no. Do your fucking job. He became a threat. So, you got two disordered people doing this. Now, I say all the time, never challenge the fucking higher ups and shit. But this is what he did. So, what does she do? She smears the shit out of him by saying that she was sexually harassed. Now, when I was talking to him and we got to the core issue about him, using, his thinking, like, no, you do your fucking job. You, I'm telling on you. And her feeling like this is a threat to my environment. So when we got to the core of the whole thing, now this is helpful for him for going, into the future of challenging the master that's above you. Understanding why she reacted that way. Now, she's a motherfucker for doing it, but this was her only way to remove the threat. And we found out later that she has done this in the past. So everything worked out for him, thankfully. And she is going to remain in her position and fuck with everybody's life. Another one, smears to family and friends. Now, you do this too. But with your black and white thinking, you believe that this is your truth telling, and it is. But it's my truth telling too. Now, I'm not saying that, neither one of us, we have distorted thinking. We do feel like, I'm the victim, you're the victim. We both react in negative ways, or you get hurt. Or I get hurt, and, to neutralize the threat, I'm going to push you away in either shutting down on the inside, going silent, or attacking the threat. And you're going to take all of that to your family and friends. And so am I. I'm going to go out there or go on here, and I am going to, see you as nothing except all bad. Another. When you or I am being devalued by you. Now, the relationship is already going downhill, okay? There is no communication. We can't be vulnerable. You're scared to open up because of blame shifting and things like that, because self-reflection is out the fucking window. So you are going to smear us, or we're going to smear you to a third party, and usually of the opposite sex. Now, this can be seen in different ways. Both of us are looking for support. And when you're looking for support, and we want you to mirror back to us that we're right. We're right. And when this third party is telling you that, yes, oh man, I agree with everything you're fucking saying and shit, then they are going to believe that, oh, you're the perfect partner, and you do this too. Sometimes we will do this also in therapy sessions. And when I say we, I mean we. We do feel, and our feelings are real to us. And even though that, they're not fucking always 100% real, because, we're using both of our hurt from the past on the inside that's being, fucked with all the goddamn time. That we believe that our people are all black motherfuckers. And we believe that you are punishing us. And sometimes you are. Sometimes you're so fed up with it that you're just like, fuck this shit. I know that I got into, that mindset for a little bit. Like with my next partner, I'm gonna fucking rip him apart. And then I'm just like, after I, melted back into human form, I'm just like, no, that's gonna fuck with my progress. I do want to be in a more calm state and, be able to see that, your frustrations and everything are real to you. And I want to be a better communicator. But, that's part of black and white thinking, and also smearing my people. Alliances. Now, we will smear you to friends and family. You will do this too. And this is also trying to, now, I'm going to say, you fucking think deep inside if you do this, but I know that distorted thinkers will want to isolate you away from the threat of other family members and friends, because either that friend or family member is too critical, they see us as bad, or say that there is a new person in your life and you are mine. You are my family member or friend. And somebody else is coming into the picture and taking away your attention from me. And that is going to fucking make me hate your And then all the distorted thinker has to do is just plant negative seeds in, the person that we want with us. That person is a threat. Okay? I've seen this done in my family all the fucking time. And it motherfucking sucks. And it really does have to do with jealousy. Then there's the negative commenters who are splitting me black. Not only do they come on and, they're splitting their disordered partner black, but they're coming and attacking me and trying to tell me that my progress is futile. Now, I'm not delusional in thinking that, I'm magically healed. I do have setbacks. I have to be hyper-focused on, the path that I want to be on. But, I get depressed. I got my fucking anxiety. I can't fucking drive through a goddamn tunnel without having a fucking a mini panic attack and shit, and have to have my right thinking like everything's fine. Go to the fucking grocery store, hate that. Go to any big event or a party, fucking hate it, And when all of these anxieties and everything come up, you're eventually going to lose it on somebody or give me a motherfucking drink. But it depends on how my state of mind is, if I will try to make you understand or if I'm just going to hide your ass from my channel so I don't see these things. I don't need extra poison going into my fucking head. And a lot of people who come to attack me because you're projecting from your other partner, you're going to be like, I triggered her. Oh my God, I win. It's like, you're a toxic shit. And you're trying to destroy somebody who is trying to be better. I have a boundary. Know the difference. I don't want that. I do want, which would be kind of cool, and we can try it out, like, if I don't want quick fixes, but I do, it's like, are you having black and white thinking right now? Are you mind reading right now? Are you thinking that, somebody is actually doing a malicious thing? Could that be, not true? And then, I would be like, I would probably scroll past your shit for a little bit so I can think about it and then, come back and stuff. So that would be helpful for both of us. Also, I read a comment from a person who claimed that she's a narcissist. And she went into victim mode and mind reading mode about her narcissistic boyfriend. And this was interesting because I was like, well, why can't you understand why he's doing the things that he's doing, since you guys have same brain? And then, I went back into my past, and I was like, well, I couldn't do that either, because I wasn't aware that, I just felt like, attacked. I just felt like I'm being fucked with on purpose. I'm, all of these everything was just self-focused. You know, me, you're attacking me, you're the piece of shit, I'm splitting. Black and white thinking. And so I didn't say anything, but it was a good lesson for me too. Because I was like, I've been doing this throughout my whole, relationship. Then there is when I got pregnant for the first time. And I got pregnant on purpose because I wanted to stop doing drugs. And I had black and white thinking with my mother and father. I was seeing they're divorced, and I was seeing my mother as all black, how she was going to respond, and my father as all white, that he's going to be okay with it because he's a motherfucking toxic shit, and how there's no fucking way he's going to judge me, right? And my mother was the one that was in the calm state. But because I had black thinking about mom, I totally fucking attacked her. I felt all the things that I was feeling negative inside of me. I fucking threw up all over her and like, this is what she's thinking about me. And she was in a calm state. She was trying to be supportive. But because my mind was so set on her being the villain, I shit on her, took off, called Dad, thought Dad was going to be the supportive one, and he was not. He fucking shamed me. And I couldn't fucking believe it. And that's more, when you believe that you're going to get a certain result from someone, you're either going to attack or you're going to be hurt. And so that's another important threat. That's another important learning tool to be, fucking baseline, because you don't know what you're gonna get. And then, you also have to work on not fucking attacking and shit. Whatever, I got a lot of shit to work on. Okay, all right. Lastly, there was a caller that I had, and he was frustrated about, being tired, something. He was not angry with his partner, but he did bark at his partner. Now, a lot of us, you have kids. Things are going on inside of you, and you may be pissed off that they're loud or something. I would tell my daughter, do you have to talk so loud? And, this has nothing to do with her, but, my own, I can't be patient. I'm frustrated about something. And so I'm going to project that anger to the person in front of me. This caller did this to his person, and she reacted in a negative way. And I'm trying to tell him that she was hurt, that her inner child was hurt. She took it that you were saying that she was bad for you getting angry. She thinks that the anger is directed at her. She doesn't understand that you're frustrated. And then this brought me back to something that happened to me with my recent partner. And he was frustrated, and he was angry, and he, attacked me, but he didn't attack, he didn't rip me apart or anything like that. But he projected like harsh tone, for me to, do something. And he was, in a frustrated state. And I was hurt. So instead of attacking, I left the situation. And when I tried to speak again to him about it, I didn't see him as being frustrated or whatever. And he didn't say, that I remember, that, he was just frustrated about the situation and it wasn't you. He could have, and probably did, was like, it was you, it was, you're pissing me off and everything. And that's just him projecting too. And I did not, I just, I didn't see it. I didn't see what was really happening. I was taking it as I'm bad. And when I was, telling him that he was bad for doing that bad thing. Yeah. All right. Anyway, so splitting, black and white thinking, smearing, when we are in that state, this is when you're going to get you're nothing. You're nothing. You're not reacting in a loving way. You're not doing what I think you should be doing. And when, I feel abandoned emotionally, this is when I'm going to attack the threat with the smear. I think nothing good about you. I can't in that moment self-reflect, which, is part of what I have to work on too. Just remember that please don't believe these things that are being said about you unless you believe them about yourself. Just know that we are in this state and we're trying to neutralize the threat. Our brain is protecting us from seeing us as being the cause of anything. We can't reflect and be like, well, maybe that wasn't about me because of all the bad feelings that we do feel about ourselves. And when we try to protect ourselves, and like children, and be like, I won this fight, I won. I pushed you away. I fucking didn't talk to you. I'm so angry. You're such the bad fuck. Everything. Nobody wins. There's no, I win. I win because I made you feel bad. Repent. And you don't win either when you want us to, take responsibility for being such a fucking loser. Because all we're doing is hurting each other. And we both lose. Anyways, I hope that was helpful. There's no quick fix for this. And if your person doesn't want to work on these things, there's nothing you can do. But please know that when we're cycling through this anger and we feel fucking bad about, what went down, and we want you back, that's not, manipulation. It's not that we were, ripping you apart because, we fucking hate you in that moment. But, but this is what is very confusing for you. It's confusing for us. And it's okay that you don't want to take it anymore. It's okay. And it's okay to leave, that life. I mean, it fucks with your own mental health. Anyway, I really want to control my split. I want to fucking know that I can be angry with my person and still love them. And I have to reprogram myself to believe this to be true. All right. I hope that was helpful. Have a great day. Namaste.